everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Call Me Chris, you can call me Chris, and today I'm doing Jessica's just disgusting, dirty blonde hair. We're fixing it, but I figured, sorry. Also, welcome Jessica.
Hey.
But you guys liked when we read your guys' confessions a couple weeks earlier, so we're gonna be reading saucy Reddit stories and giving you our opinion while I do her hair. So I'm excited, but while we're here, give them a compliment.
Oh, I have one that I was thinking bravery.
You felt that?
I felt the bravery because, you know, school's about to start, or it's just starting again for some people, like university, and then like people with kids have to go back to the
telling them
routine.
to be brave?
No, I'm saying I admire their bravery for just getting back into the routine.
I love that.
Yeah,
Being brave.
Being brave.
That's the next one on the t-shirt, for sure. Also, shout out to Smosh, one of my favorite channels. They always do these Reddit story ones, and that's where I got the idea. So go check out their Reddit story videos. They're f***ing awesome. Jessica hasn't seen these stories. I've only like skimmed through them, but these are from the Am I the Asshole Reddit thread. So basically, they explain themselves if they're the asshole or not in these situations, and we are gonna determine whether they are or not, because I don't know. Anyway, and also we're doing a full head of highlights on Jessica today. Put your head down so they can see how dark that is. We're gonna change that.
The last time we did it was March.
Oh, that's on me. Knock yourself out. Read away.
Okay. Oh, I shouldn't say that word.
Say, am I the a-hole?
Am I the a-hole scallywag for commenting on my girlfriend?
Am I the scallywag? She's a teacher. She can't swear.
For commenting on my girlfriend's body after she's been doing it to me for a while. Okay.
Okay.
My girlfriend and I have been together for years. Keeps...
A teacher that can't read. No, I'm just kidding.
This is poor. My girlfriend I've been with for years, there it is, keeps on making comments about my body in a joking way since I've stopped competing in sports for a few months now. I was always in shape, but since I have a full-time job, it's been tough to adjust and being consistent at the gym, but I know I'll find my balance eventually. She's constantly making jokes that I have developed a dad's body, telling me to go work out, gives me funny looks that hints at me gaining weights, and subtle comments here and there in a joking manner. I don't like it, but I take it as banter and try not to be sensitive about it. She's not the same either since we've met. She has let herself go a little. She does have a pouch as well, but every time she asks me about her body, I tell her I don't see any changes, but even if there are, it's normal and she's still gorgeous. By the way, I'm not fat. I'm just always been muscular and very cut. I've lost my ab definition a little. So the last time she made a comment about me growing a belly, I told her she grew some too, and she got offended. I asked her, so it's okay for her to joke about my body and I can't do the same joke towards her? She's saying that I'm mean and that I'm a man, so it shouldn't bother for me to hear that how women are more sensitive about it. So it's mean that I said to her. It gave me the vibe as if she was calling me sensitive, which she had done before too. Keep in mind, she had made comments like that to me and remarks for months now. I did it to her once and she's snapped me and I'm getting the cold shoulder saying how she said it in a joking manner and that I said it in a serious tone. I don't know what to do. Edit. I was trying to join in on the banter. Had she taken it as a joke as well, we would have kept on laughing. She's so comfortable throwing those shots that I would have never thought she'd get offended about the same joke she did to me.
Okay.
Up to red.
Wow, I'm sensing a little bit of a double standard.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just don't think it's like okay to ever comment on anybody's body like that. Like even in a joking way. It's like he said she's been doing it for years. Like that's so awful.
Well, okay, maybe for months or something because it's his girlfriend for years.
Oh, okay.
His girlfriend had
But
years.
he's been making comments for months because he hasn't been playing sports and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But he's still like whatever, he's in shape, but he's just has a
just
little bit of fluff on him.
Yeah.
Which I love, by the way.
I think.
Yeah, roles reversed. If he was like saying that constantly to her, if she'd stop playing sports and that, I'm sure it would like devastate her like it did.
I don't think you're being the scallywag here.
No, I think that's, it's kind of, it's a total double standard. Like even like guys can be sensitive about that stuff too.
Absolutely.
I don't think it's fair. So I don't think he's being the asshole.
And you know what? Just stopping because he said he stopped competing in sports.
Yeah.
For a few months now. That's hard.
Yeah, we both have done that. We both played
That
varsity
is
sports.
so hard. Like,
It's like a total.
you go through a demand
change.
of, you know, you have to go to the gym, you have to do that. And like, even if you're not going to the gym a lot, you're just so competitive in your sport that you're so active. And then you just go, boom, nothing more. And then you're like, what do I even do without to the gym? Like, I'm not training for this specific sport anymore. So I get the whole, like, kind of being lost. And like, that's also a very sensitive time because I think you're kind of going through almost an identity crisis as well.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
No, 100%, 100%. She's rubbing salt in the wound.
Yeah.
You know? So, I don't know. What do the people say?
What's NCA mean?
Not the asshole. Oh, they're saying that she's not the asshole.
Yeah. Let her be mad. She needs to realize she's wrong when she does it. You are not. She just tasted what consequence on your words and acts mean.
Ooh.
Whoa. Fat around and find out.
Fat around and find out.
OMG. GF got schooled matching energy, aka don't dish it out if you can't take it.
True, I say that all the time. Like, if you're the type of couple that can just rag on each other
Go for
and
it.
you're both cool with it, cool. But
Yeah.
like, clearly both parties were not on the same page.
No. Where like I feel like my husband and I are like that, but we don't
But,
do
like,
the
he
whole
never
body.
takes it too far.
No,
Like,
and we
that's
don't
just-
comment on like the body stuff.
Yeah, especially when you're pregnant. Oh my god, if I remember.
Can you imagine?
If he said like, you're looking a little big today, he would be thrown out a window.
Yeah, no.
Welcome to Jay's Corner if you need your love advice. No. I have literally been in this position. Before I met a woman, I was running a lot, all that type of stuff. But then you get a job where you're just constantly sitting at a desk all day. And you get comfortable with someone, so you kind of just lose sight of like your health because you're just comfortable. So she was like, oh, you should like work out. Said it in like a nice way, but it's still like, I mean, we're human. So it's still kind of like, oh, okay, damn. But it also was a reality check. So I started biking to the office that I was editing out of at the time. And not only did I realize like, oh wow, like this is great for my body, but it's also great for my mental health. And then I started really going to the gym and all that stuff and really like kind of just fell in love with like the whole workout process. Meanwhile, that person was not going to the gym. They put on some pounds. I mean, it's fine. I'm the last person to say anything. But you know, I did say to her, I was like, you know, you were able to say something to me, but you know, roles have kind of reversed here. And she wasn't offended or anything like that. I think being in a relationship, it depends on words. It all depends on how it's said, because you can say that and they can take it a whole different way, but they can also look at it as like, oh, we're motivating and inspiring each other type of thing in a relationship, which should be the end goal. Yeah, that's all I got for this one.
Am I the hoe?
You can say scallywag.
Scallywag? Okay, I like scallywag.
To be
Am
honest.
I the scallywag for flying first class while the rest of my family is flying economy?
Oh god. It's already sounding like you're the
Interesting.
asshole.
I, male, 38. I don't know.
Shocking. Sorry, men. I know the men that watch me
I'm sorry.
are gentlemen.
I, male 38, my wife 39, and my 3 kids are currently on vacation. Oh no. Basically, I'm part of the loyalty club with the airline we are traveling with, and that means that there's cool perks like lounge, points, food, etc. I also rack up a lot of points, which is always a nice side. Given I don't want to dish out 10 grand on a flight ticket, we are all traveling economy. However, about 20 to 25 minutes before boarding began, they called me my tier of the loyalty club. Turns out they have a couple vacant first class seats that they can upgrade loyalty to. It would cost $500. This is a pretty good deal given it's a long overnight flight. Luckily, I could also use some points, so I only paid about $150 for what is a massively better flight experience. They issued the ticket and everything.
He's like really trying to be
He's
like
trying.
massively better.
He's really trying.
All right.
When I told my wife, she was very unhappy. She controlled it for the sake of being in an airport, but I could tell. She said it was very bad that I didn't ask her first, and it'd be too hard to manage 3 kids under 10 and one is an infant by herself.
Oh no.
I went back to the desk to see if it could be changed back, and they said it's not possible. We've landed, and now my wife refuses to talk to me and says we need a serious discussion.
No shit.
Yeah.
No shit.
YTA.
There's really no. I don't think there's any discussion here. Like that's not okay.
That's not okay at all.
Like,
You're telling me you're gonna ditch your-
He got an upgrade.
Yep.
He had to pay more to get the upgrade. He
Yep.
didn't save money.
No.
He's just paying more to
to have a
sit
better
away from
flight
his family.
experience.
That's
No.
Dude, that's divorce worthy. Like,
Yeah.
that's not okay.
The way you do it is,
Leave your husband, ma'am.
Yeah, or you upgrade the seat, dude, and let your wife sit there.
Oh, damn, straight. Yeah, then you're getting that the whole vacation. What the you do? I don't know what that is because I'm abstinent, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's not okay.
There's not even a discussion with this one.
YTA.
Is that what they're saying?
Yeah,
Okay.
YTA. You abandoned your wife with 3 kids. One just a baby. Also, you could be more comfortable. You owe her, at the very least, an upgraded seat by herself on the trip home while you
Yes.
deal with the 3 kids and coach.
Yes.
What a selfish
But that's
jerk.
such a good point. I didn't even think of that he should have just given it to his wife.
Yeah, I would seriously consider divorce over this.
Yes!
Peak selfish, inconsiderate behavior. Should have discussed with the wife before purchasing the upgrade in the first place. Correct. As a couple, they could have decided whether the upgrade was too good to pass up or not worth splitting up the family
Yeah.
since someone had to mind the children at all times. It was still a salvageable situation even after the upgrade couldn't be undone. What's OP?
Original poster.
Original poster could have offered wife the first class seat as a gesture.
yes! There you go.
Of goodwill to make up his poor judgments, or split the flight time in half to take turns minding the children.
That's true too.
You could have done that. You know
That's
what?
true too.
You know what? If
There's
you
so
just
many
didn't
ways
even-
around this.
I bet the wife. I bet she's a nice lady. I bet she would have been like, you know what, honey? Thank you so much. Let's just split in halftime. I'll go first, and then you go last.
That's so true. That actually would have been so nice.
I would have done that.
What a f***ing idiot. And to not discuss it is wild to me. To just come back and be like, yo,
I got a ticket.
I got first class, baby.
Bye.
Peace. Like, go f*** yourself. Sorry. But that's wild.
That's not okay.
Yeah, that's not okay.
Ooh.
Oh, God.
Interesting one.
Okay.
Especially.
Oh, is this the one I picked? Oh, yeah, it's about a baby. By the way, Jessica's pregnant right now. For those of you who don't know, how many months are you? Don't say weeks. Don't say weeks. Don't
I
be
was
that
gonna
long.
say like 7 months. Hey, there's a whole
Don't be that.
difference.
I don't care. I
between
don't
weeks.
care. I don't care. How many months? 7 months. How many weeks is that? I don't even know.
I am nearing the 30-week mark.
Okay, there you go. Moms in the comments. There you
Yes. Moms in the comments know that there's a lot that changes.
Yes,
week
I
to week.
know. I know.
Anyways, am I the scallywag for not allowing people to hold my baby?
Love that.
Let's get some more context.
I have opinions on this, and I don't even have a kid.
Went to a family meal recently. There were a lot of people there I did not know. The people I didn't know kept pressuring me to hold my baby, 4 months old.
Jeez.
One lady in particular, relative's friend's wife.
Okay, wait. A
Relative's
friend's wife. So you not even family.
Oh, I had never met her before.
Oh my God, no.
I had never met her before. She was sat opposite me while eating, and she kept staring at me as I was getting my baby to sleep. She said, "Do you want me to hold the baby so you can eat?" I said, "No, it's fine. I'm getting her to sleep." My baby cries at people she doesn't know or see regularly.
Fair.
She responded with, "No, it's honestly fine. I'll hold her." I told her again, "No, it's fine." She got up and walked around the table to
Oh
me
my
with
God.
her arms out saying, "Just let me hold the baby." Freak. I very firmly said no. She sat back down and kept giving me real nasty looks after that. I wasn't horrible or anything when I said no. I just felt very pressured. After the meal, my mom chewed me out for not letting me or letting people hold the baby. She kept telling me these people were friends and family. Yeah, friends and family of yours. I don't know any of these people except maybe 3 to 4, and there were 20 plus people at the meal. My mom said I embarrassed her and I'm selfish. Am I the scallywag for not letting people hold my baby?
Your mom sounds like a narcissist. First of all, your mom's the asshole. Okay, I'm gonna give my opinion, then you give your pregnant
Okay.
opinion. My opinion, which I think will be the same as yours. Go yourself. Like, it's your baby, and like, first of all, not to mention, especially with COVID and all this stuff, but like, just in general, like your kid getting sick, getting like kissed and held by 100 different people, like I'd be so scared about that, and I don't even have a kid. But
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, no, you do you, girl.
Right.
You want your baby, that's your baby. You know, even if you didn't birth that baby, it's it doesn't matter. It's your baby.
But like, okay, so
Your call.
we have a thing. Your baby is a couple months old.
Yeah.
And what are you doing if people are asking to hold your baby and stuff? Is it dependent
and
on
this is-
who it is?
Yes, on who it is, for
Okay,
sure.
That's fair.
But for this one specifically, she's never met this person before.
Yeah.
She's also trying to get her baby to sleep. She's not trying to like keep her
Handing her
distracted
baby out, yeah.
and trying to eat or. But like some, and some moms are just not comfortable with other people holding their baby, and I think that's fine. It's their baby.
Yeah. I think it'd be concerning if a mom was just like, take it. I can't do it anymore.
And even if they were like that, it's
But no, that's
to each
okay.
their
Whatever.
own. But I don't think you're the scallywag for doing that.
Moms in the comments, let us know what you
Yeah,
think.
no, not at all. And you know what? I'm gonna have my baby during flu season.
Yeah, that's true.
So and like last year around this time, and I think even longer, there was a lot of RSV going around. It's contagious. Babies get it,
Yeah, that's
especially if
scary.
they don't get it before their like little vaccinations and everything.
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah, not worth it. Not worth it for some stranger to hold your baby. And you know what, Mom? I just wouldn't come to those dinners anymore then.
Yeah, way to break up a family.
No. Not worth it. Let's see what the people said. NTA, your baby, you make the decisions. Your baby is a person, not a toy for elderly people. People lose their minds over babies and pregnant women. It's baffling. When I was pregnant with my first, I have mainly male customers at work come up to touch my belly. I've had this.
Oh, hell no.
I'd also get men in construction clothes tell me I shouldn't be drinking that bottle of Pepsi or that small cost of coffee because it can harm the baby.
Oh my
Bloody
gosh.
people.
Oh my god.
I'm 38 weeks pregnant right now, and this stuff is driving me crazy. Everyone has an opinion. One lady told me not to walk my dogs because the leashes would tangle my umbilical cord.
What is a leash going up your What
My mother-in-law has invited herself over today, and she loves to have an opinion on everything. Oh no, on everything. I eat or drink. No caffeine, but green tea is okay. There's caffeine in green tea.
Oh my god.
Anyway, stand your ground, and no one is entitled to your baby snuggles.
That's fine. Wow. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it's a clear you're not the asshole.
You're not.
That's crazy. Oh, also, yeah, the belly touching thing. I mean, again, I'm not pregnant. I don't like when anybody touches me in general, so I can't imagine how you feel when people just come up and they're like, oh, they rub you like the Buddha. Like, what the?
They just touch. You know what? Actually, like, because I'm a teacher, even kids know to ask. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah,
Oh, that's good.
like I had quite a few students, and they'd be like, "Mrs. Ravel, can I touch like your
that's
belly?"
nice.
And I was like, "Yeah, go for it."
Yeah, but like
Okay.
adults just come up to you and they just
come
like,
at the-
whoa, you're getting so big.
Oh, and they'll do like the whole like rub it with.
Ew!
both hands.
Wow. I
Like,
would
wow.
punt somebody that did that to me.
It's like no.
Oh my god.
Moving on. Am I
I-
the scallywag? If I'm 23 male, leave my girlfriend 21 female.
Okay.
For context, we've been together for almost 2 years. We met working in fast food. The best. We both stayed pretty solid in our relationship. When it came to finances, we've had a bit of stress before, and I just recently lost my job, and I've been kind of going through it mentally, so to speak. Fair. Anyways, about 3 weeks ago, my girlfriend began stripping.
Work.
Okay. At first, I said I was going to support her and do my best to be secure enough to allow her to explore her desires. I love this girl a lot. I also expressed my past with people in this field of work and that I do have trust issues. You've had what?
He has trust issues?
No, I'm just like you've had a past with people in this line of work and you're only 23.
Damn.
Okay.
He's living his life.
Okay, so I do have trust issues. I just asked for open honesty.
Okay, fair enough.
She started, and I did try. I let her tell me about her dances, the dancers, how much money she made, the way she just sat at the bar. I continued to listen, but recently I haven't been able to. I have a few more stressors in my life, and picturing men flirting with and touching her just isn't adding to my mental health, and is adding stress to our relationship. Am I the scallywag for feeling this way? I asked her if we could try OnlyFans together and if she could quit because it was making me uncomfortable, that I don't care about the money, that we'd figure it out together. She told me she was going to quit pretty much until I found a job. I felt insulted because she's been watching me have up and down days for weeks now and used that as an excuse to do it, at least in my eyes at the moment. Am I the scallywag?
Okay.
Edit. She was never a stripper before. She hasn't necessarily had a job until now.
Okay.
She gets bad anxiety and before hated the attention of men. I haven't been out of a job for very long. We don't live alone and it's not like I don't pay my bills still. I've paid rent, utilities, everything for the last 6 months by myself, supported her and carried her financially the last year.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. Wow. Okay. This one's a little sticky.
It is sticky.
I feel like that he's a little insecure, which is fine. That's like a hard thing when you're having your partner, when you know your partner's in that line of work. That's fair. But you're so young. If you're not secure enough in that relationship, don't be in that relationship. And you also can't control a woman and say, no, you can't do this. I'd rather you do this. You can have the discussion.
You can have the
But like,
discussion.
if she wants to do her and you're not comfortable with it, peace out, bro.
Yeah,
Peace out.
yeah, I do like you looking for resolution of like
Sure.
the whole OnlyFans situation.
Sure.
I get that.
That's cool.
But yeah,
Yeah, and like you're struggling with mental health. I respect that and everything. And I mean, it sounds like she does too, but she also like is, I don't know, she's probably making good money and it sounds like she enjoys what she's doing.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's a tough one.
That's
I
a
think
tough
it's just
one.
like, it's just not the relationship for you. If you can't handle being in a relationship with somebody that
or just not
does
the
that for work.
relationship that's right for you right now.
Right now. Yeah,
you're so young.
You're so young. You're a little
23.
baby. You're 23.
Yeah. No. Okay, here's what other people said. It looks like both your ways of life are incompatible with each other. Not everyone is a good for everyone else, and
Yes.
that's okay. The next person, she can do as she pleases, but you can also leave a relationship for whatever reason you see fit.
Yes.
Oh, this was the original poster. I don't want to control her at all. That was never my intention. Thank you for the response. Oh, see,
Okay,
it's
so,
really
yeah,
just
I
looking
don't
for
think he's an
advice.
asshole. I just think
No.
like okay, you did all the right things. You talked about it. You gave
Yeah.
solutions to maybe, and then she didn't agree. Okay, that's fine. Move it along, sonny boy.
I feel like these Reddit stories were written by me in a deep dark sleep and just was like, nobody will ever read these. Was kind of almost pretty much in the same situation. An ex was like, I need money. I'm gonna go work as a waitress at a strip club. And I was like totally fine with that. I don't ever want to be controlling in a relationship, and also just like go do the things you want to do, because I feel like when you are controlling, then that just gives them more of an initiative to cheat. I did have feelings about it though, I ain't gonna lie. Only because I knew the person and how they're competitive is that like, oh, she's up there dancing, pfft, I can do better, hold my beer, you know, and we'll go do it, and then just like fall in love with it. But it's going back to trust within your partner and, you know, talking it out, talking about it. But it's also just the safety, you know, the type of crowd that goes in. It could be in a good area too, but there's a certain crowd that comes in at a certain time and it kind of becomes unsafe. So once again, it's just communication is key when you're in a relationship, or what I like to call a relationship.
I can't see myself settling down with my pregnant girlfriend of 5 years. Am I the scallywag?
Sounds pretty bad, bud.
I, 29 male, have been in a relationship with my girlfriend, 28 female, for 5 years. We've had discussions about our future goals, including settling down, having children, and other similar aspects. Initially, we were both on the same page. I believe she was the one for me. However, lately, I've been feeling a sense of boredom and monotony in our relationship. She's a wonderful cook. She's objectively attractive. There isn't anything inherently wrong in our relationship, but the thought of being stuck in a repetitive routine is becoming overwhelming for me. I don't know if I can keep reading.
Dude.
Additionally, 3 of her close friends are either engaged or married, and she keeps pressuring me about it when we'll take the next step. I've been contemplating ending the relationship because I found it increasingly difficult to pretend that everything was fine. However, last week, she told me that she had taken 3 different pregnancy tests, all of which came back positive. To say that I was mortified would be an understatement. Despite my best efforts to conceal my reaction, she could tell that something was off. She asked me how I felt about the situation, and I must admit that my choice of words could have been better. I asked her if abortion was an option, which caught her off guard. The following 2 minutes were filled with uncomfortable silence. After that, she got up and left the apartment. Since then, she hasn't spoken to me at all. I assume she's considering breaking up with me. Meanwhile, her friends and family have been calling me names, but I have chosen to ignore them as their opinions hold no significance to me since they aren't directly involved in this situation.
Wait, how long have they been together?
5 years. Despite me feeling free and so much better now that we aren't together anymore, I still can't help but think I might have been a scallywag.
That's wild. So, first of all, I love how the only compliments he gave her was that she's objectively good looking and that she can cook. There's your red flag.
There's your sign.
Thank you, baby.
Here's your sign.
Let's see what other people said. I enjoyed the part where he says friends and family's opinions hold no significance to me since they are directly involved in this situation. What?
That's
Yes,
wild.
this very much involves them, especially if the original poster's response was just to end the pregnancy. They're going to help raise the baby.
Oh. Holy. I don't know, man. Like, okay, first of all, you're totally entitled to your opinion and like not wanting to have a kid, and just because she's objectively attractive and can cook, yes, you can leave her. She doesn't need to have cheated on you or something. But like, you're being an asshole in
Yeah.
this situation.
And not to mention, you said at the beginning that you have you've had discussions about future goals,
Right,
settling
and
down,
having a family, right?
having children, and other similar aspects. So you are.
You kind of dug yourself a hole. Like
What?
You kind of. It sounds like you kind of blindsided her. Mm-hmm. Like there wasn't enough discussion going on, and you just had all these built-up feelings inside, and you didn't share them. Yeah.
Scallywag is not the right name for you. You are the AH man. Hey there. Hey.
There's so many files. You got good reception?
Yeah.
Great.
Moving on, am I the scallywag for telling my brother I will drop out of his wedding party since he's angry about me not attending his stag party vacation?
Oh, boys. Here we go.
My brother's getting married. He asked me to be in his wedding party shortly after he got engaged. He did not say anything about wanting a stag party in another country back then. He only brought it up now, more than 9 months after he originally asked me to be in his wedding party. His stag party is going to be in Miami.
Liddy.
It is a 10-day, 9-night trip. What?
That's
These stags are on
insane.
steroids. these
9
days.
days, bro.
That's ridiculous. Why are you getting married, dude?
That's
what the heck?
crazy. That's a whole ass vacation. That's a honeymoon. What are you doing, bro?
My brother is obviously not single because he's the groom, but of all the other lads in his wedding party are. None of them are married or have a girlfriend. They're completely single.
Sounds like a great group of guys.
Oh man. My brother and the rest of the wedding party don't have any kids. I am married and I have 6 kids.
Ooh, boy.
I can't just go to another country for 10 days. Fair. On top of that, the rest of the wedding party are expected to pay for my brother's portion of the trip on top of their own.
Damn.
I can't afford to do that. No one can. This is ridiculous. I told my brother I can't go on the trip and he wasn't happy. First, he roped the rest of the wedding party into getting on my case. They're all calling me a wet blanket and saying I'm abandoning my brother. This includes my other brothers who are also in the wedding party. But then my brother, the groom, says, asking other family members for their opinion. The only person I discussed this with before I told my brother was my wife. But he is getting all kinds of other people involved to try to change my mind. My brother said if anyone doesn't come on the trip, he doesn't want them in the wedding party. So I agreed I would drop out.
Woo.
Now he is angry at me for saying that. Am I the scallywag here? I didn't involve anyone else in this but my brother did, and most people agree with my brother. How?
Damn.
Your brother
Dude,
surrounds
he's
himself with
asking a lot.
so. I am worried for this guy's future wife.
Yeah, like, okay,
This is
fine. It doesn't
ridiculous.
matter that all his friends are single. That's fine. Whatever. They're going through something in their life. I'm single too. But, like, your brother has 6 kids and you're asking for, like, a 10-day trip, man. Like, that's so much to commit to. And that's so expensive, especially if you have kids. And to say you can't come to the wedding?
You can't
because
be at the wedding
go
party.
to a party?
Yeah, no, you can't be in the wedding party anymore because you're not going to the ridiculously long stag trip that I'm actually going to make you also pay my portion
and
for going.
That's wild.
That's
wild.
so wild. Stags are getting
Usually,
out of
isn't it?
hand.
So I don't know because you've been married, but isn't it usually? I mean, sometimes like
Yeah.
the person doing the stag, the groom or the bride, like pay part of it, or like they pay for. I don't know.
I mean,
Sometimes, or like they pay
We-
for like
we
more
like-
like makeup and hair and that kind of thing. Maybe not this. Maybe not the bachelorettes or stags. I don't know.
like even like my best friend when she got married, she paid a portion for her to go. I think like her flight and
Yeah,
stuff.
she wasn't asking you guys
Never.
to pay.
She would have
That's
never.
insane.
She would have never. I think we just covered the cost for her, the Airbnb
Sure.
kind of thing.
Sure.
And then I was the maid of honor, so I just made sure that she didn't have to pay for like the meals when we were there. But again, we weren't gone for 10 days.
Yeah, that's wild.
We weren't gone for 10 days. And then for
It's usually like a weekend, right?
yeah. And then for mine, like you guys, we did a Vancouver night, which was great.
Yeah.
And then you, of course, paid out the bill. Thanks for that.
Yeah. I got a nice limo or nice
yeah.
party bus thing, and we all partied and went and out.
That was a
Had
crazy
good time.
limo driver.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Oh my god, Jessica got shammered, yo. She was
Well,
like, what,
don't
on
tell the children.
On the way home. Sorry, she was totally sober, and we didn't have that great of a time. Is that better? Is that what you want?
I didn't have a good time on the way home. We'll just say that. It's okay. I sat in bed for the rest of the next day reading the book.
Yeah.
But back to this. No, dude. NTA. That's ridiculous. Let's see what other people said. A 10-day steak party. I don't know if that's normal in whatever country you come from, but I have friends in all sorts of country, and nobody I know would think of taking a solid week plus booking weekends would be a reasonable ask for a steak party. That's insanity. Your brother is ... special ... in his sense of entitlement. Definitely not normal. Every steak party I've ever attended has been held on a single day or night.
Yeah.
No one has ever asked to travel anywhere that wasn't local or nearby or pay for the expenses beyond drinks or food. And a lot of the time the groom pays for everything I did at my steak party.
Yeah, that's normal.
And like I find like the guys that I know, a lot of them just like if they go for more than one night, it's like they're going golfing
Yeah.
for a few days somewhere, which I get.
Yeah.
That's cool. Be with your buddies, actually talk. But what are you gonna do? Go party and not like even hang out together?
Yeah.
Just trying to pick up other chicks. I don't know. Anyway,
Crazy.
we all agree.
All right, well, I'm finishing up the last few foils, so we will finish this up and I will do the grand reveal in right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, Barbie. Pregnant Barbie.
Ladies and gentlemen, Barbie. Pregnant Barbie. Put your head down. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my gosh, it is gorgeous. It's just, if all else goes to shit, I still got this. I love it. Oh my god. It is so nice. I hope that you guys enjoyed the Reddit stories. If you guys did, then you know what to do. You can smash that like button and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, you know that this is the best YouTube channel ever. And I will see your beautiful face in the next video. Bye. It's a joke, people. It's a joke.